as of now, this is not a concern, but this is something that we are watching very carefully. And third, there was a question on factory utilization. The factory utilization for the commercial vehicles business is about 37%. The passenger car business is about 70%, and Jaguar Land Rover is about 46%. And then there was a question on electric vehicles and the whole EV ecosystem focus for Tata Motors. As you all know, Tata Motors was the pioneer in 2019 in getting into electric vehicle business in India, and we had a very successful launch of Nexon EV as well as Punch EV, apart from Tigor EV and Tiago EV, and had a very good market share. Even now our market share is above 50%, and we've had a successful launch of Harrier EV. Tata Motors is fully committed on transition to electric vehicles, and already the electric vehicle sales as part of our overall sales is about 15%, and we have a target to achieve 30% by 2030, but I think we will achieve the target earlier than that. So we have a lot of models in pipeline that are going to be launched, some of which were showcased by Mr. Balaji in his presentation. In terms of the buses, there was a question asked whether are we interested in the electric vehicle buses on the government's program. We are deeply interested. Tata Motors has got a separate division in the CV business called the Smart Mobility business, and they are aggressively working towards participating in the electric vehicle business. We are in touch with several state governments, and that is something that we will move forward. The fifth question was around hydrogen. We have 12 hydrogen buses, trucks running, but we think this will be a business where we will continue to invest in terms of getting technologically mature, but I personally don't think that the market growth in this segment will happen in the near term. This is something that we've got to work and be ready, and the cost of operation and cost of production and everything else is way too high for it to gain market traction. Then the sixth item is regarding tariffs. Tariffs is a major issue for primarily JLR. JLR from a 2.5% would have gone to 27.5% of tariff, and with the UK trade deal with the US, that 27.5% will drop to 10%. The overall impact even of the 10% is 1.6 billion pounds, but JLR has taken a lot of steps. With those steps, they will be able to reduce the impact to 600 million pounds, and that is what you see in their guidance. Then there was number 7 is regarding the demerger. You asked about what is the timeline. We think the demerger will happen in the last quarter of this year. First the PV company will list, then the CV company will list a couple of months later. It will happen in our estimate sometime around September, November, December quarter, in that time frame. And what is the value of the demerger? I have explained it multiple times. Basically, it gives each company the freedom to operate, because the technologies are different. The way the commercial vehicles business will evolve is very different from the way the passenger vehicle business will evolve going forward. And all the 3 units over the last 4 years or 5 years, we worked very hard to come to this day where we wanted to make sure that each of these businesses are financially very strong and strong balance sheets, have the right cash flows, so that they can invest in the right manner. And somebody asked in that related area, will there be debt that will be coming up? Normally, in the normal course of business, in each one of these 3 businesses, they have the right cash flows and right balance sheet. So I don't expect any need for any kind of debt rise, unless or otherwise they do any strategic actions which can come as an opportunity for any of these businesses. Any debt rise, one of the people asked about the debt, why are we raising debt and what would it be. used for. I think the NCD that we referred to is about 2,500 crores. This is primarily for general working capital purposes, and there is no long-term debt that has been planned for any of these companies in the normal course of business. Um, then the next item was about CSR. The CSR committee has